Hey everybody, welcome back to the Wealth Journey. It's that time of month again where I give an update on how the performance of my investments are doing and how they're tracking against the plan to financial freedom. I'll also show you all the buys and sells of stocks that I've made within the month. So, at the end of May, the start of June, the balance of my ISA account stood at £45,718. Within the month, as you can see from the visual here, I sold out of a few positions and bought more of one. First off, on the 11th of June, I sold all of my holding of Fiverr from Pinterest. I then invested that money into Tesla. I then, a week later, sold all my shares of Square and invested that money also into Tesla. I did this as Tesla was, well, in my eyes, trading at a discount and, well, I believe will be the major reason behind my financial freedom in 3 to 4 years' time. Over the course of the month, the value of my ISA increased to £51,763. That is growth of just over £6,000 in the month. But although that's good news, over the past 3, 4, 5 months, my ISA account hasn't really grown at all, maybe by £500 to £600 in total. It has, in monetary terms, grown as I've put in £20,000 of my own money to use up the full ISA allowance for this tax year, but it's not actually grown from the investments within inside the account. This has been down to Tesla and growth stocks in general being hit by inflation worries earlier in the year. This has, however, allowed me to pick up more shares of Tesla at a discount to what I believe to be the true value. You can see this from also in my general account as to how confident I am about Tesla growing over the next 3 to 5 years, as, well, I have a further £50,000 plus worth of shares in this account of Tesla. The purpose of this general account is so that I can still be in the market with other money above and beyond that £20,000 in my ISA that can hopefully grow, and then when I get to the new tax year, I then sell out of my general account, transfer that £20,000 in and max out and get the most out of that account. I will continue to invest around £1,000 a month into this account and then do that process of transferring over £20,000. This is because the ISA account is a tax efficient way of earning money and I need to take full advantage of it. So, how far along my journey am I to financial freedom? So, in monetary terms, I'm around 30% of the way there. I have just over £100,000 invested in the market in total across both my ISA and general account. I need to try and get this to around, when I've done the maths, around £350,000. This will then enable me to transition into having a pot that I can live off going forward without having to add to it. I've been on this journey for just over a year now, and the plan was, when I set out, to take about 5 years to hit that £350,000 figure. So I'm just over 20% of the way through the journey in time. Overall, I am ahead, which is good news, obviously, and that means that there are 3 possible routes that I can take now. Number 1, I can slow down with the amount I'm investing each month if I wanted to. 2, I can retire earlier than in 4 years' time now. Or 3, I can continue investing the same amount and retire at the same time and hopefully build up a bigger pot of money to live off, therefore reduce the risk of running out at a later date. Open and honest, I think it'll be a combination of the 3. But I'm leaning more towards and realistically thinking that the third option, building up that bigger pot, so the risk and the worry is reduced in later years, that's probably my preference. It's all about that peace of mind for me. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, drop it a like, subscribe to the channel, and look at some of my other stuff. I do expect that some people will comment below telling me that I'm too heavily invested in just one company, Tesla, and that I need to diversify. Well, Yes, that might be the case for some people, or the majority of people who invest in ETFs and broad market index funds, and I might fall foul at a later date. But I've done the research. I've looked at how Tesla is growing, how they're executing, how they're being run, and what I believe the future prospects are for the company. And I don't see another investment like it at this present moment in time. I don't want just the market returns of 8 to 10%. I want to achieve 25, 30, 35% of growth in my money over the next few years to really get that pot as big as I can. In a future video, I'll be going through the maths and the detail and bringing up the spreadsheet that I use to track how I'm doing and show you where I plan to be over the next few years. I'm going to be open and honest with the milestones that I've set myself and those that I need to achieve before I take the plunge and stop working and go travel the world. But until next time, stay safe.